But right now, another big heat. Johanne Defay up against the front runner for the Rookie of the Year title this year, Brisa Hennessy. She's been on fire here at Karamas. This is going to be a tough heat for Joanne, I think. A bit of hustle on the outside here. Brisa moving to the inside, getting her position to tap into the first wave of this exchange. That's something she's been doing brilliantly during the free surfs. It's just getting into that pocket of the wave and just unloading on the back of that board, pushing a lot of spray up into the sky. The judges really love that kind of surfing that's tight to the pocket. She's been getting out of the lip, though, with no loss of speed. Some people find this wave a little sticky and hard to get out of the lip when they're on the attack.
That's so true. She's just showing that she's in complete control. You can see the projection that she gets out of every turn. So you can see the aggression in her surf. Excellent scores, and that's a huge feather in her cap for a rookie on tour.
These two surfers well matched up, similar kind of styles, and both very powerful. And Joanne finishing off that wave right there on the inside, digging into that first turn and doing well to recover after getting a little caught in the lip for a moment. But this is a nice opening exchange, and it should be pretty close on the scoreboard.
Look at Joanne's version of this move. Stays tight in that pocket. Beautiful projection out there. So Joanne just looking on in these early morning heats.
Even by her standards, that wasn't her best, so she'll look to ramp things up. But during that interview, we had this wave for Brisa.
Yeah, Brisa, second wave for her. Three very different maneuvers. Almost lost it on that first one, but just had that core strength to bring it back around. Keeps that rail engaged. So even though, you know, you can maybe say that was sort of a mistake.
And the events she's won, super impressive. 2016, victorious in Fiji. And also had a victory in the US Open. Here we go, though. Brisa's chasing her first championship tour win. And doing pretty well here against one of the veterans. A couple of teenagers on the championship tour at the moment. The other one sitting on top of the Jeep leaderboard. Carolyn Mark, she's coming up in the next heat, taking on Silvana Lima. And here we go, here's the replay of Brisa's last ride.
Well, Brisa underneath priority, just staying busy, wanting to improve on that 4-point ride. That first turn explosive. This wave, as you can see, it kind of fattens out. Brisa just wraps it up in a tidy little bow. First maneuver, right through that lip, so searing move. And then unfortunately, you can see how slopey this wave gets on this inside section. So not offering too much scoring potential there, but I love the game that Brisa's playing right now. Her strategy just to hunt down these little waves and improve on her scoreline while Joanne waits with priority out the back. Let's see this vertical approach. Sets those fins free. You can see how centered she is over her surfboard there. That's so crucial if you're going to stick those maneuvers as well as come out of the gravity over that board.
So Joanne with priority obviously has been a little more patient, a little more picky with what wave she wants to get into to try and generate a solid number. This is the one she's identified as a keeper. Some reasonable surfing on the outside. She was looking for a 4.73 to get into the lead.
Yeah, that was interesting wave choice with priority from Joanne when we think about the previous heats and the quality waves that were coming through. Let's have a look on the outside. Let's see what she got done. Beautiful turn through the lip there. Goes for that wrap. Energized surfing, but then again, just that slopey inside section is all that's left on this wave. Surfs it really well. Going to be a backup score from Joanne. First maneuver, the one that I like the most. Definitely finding that you've got to make that connection with that first move because there's no telling what this wave is going to do on the inside section. It also just sets up your whole ride, the timing of it and the rhythm that you're going to find. Joanne, also one of those surfers with a great low center of gravity. A lot of energy through that lower half of her body. Never fully extends, which is so good because she's always got that leverage to pull everything back around. Through these moves is really what's so technically hard to do. Wow, Brisa.
So with a lot of energy on this one, Brisa Hennessy looking for a big finish, just floating away down the line, chasing that last section. But a quality start to that ride.
Well, the telltale sign is the amount of spray that Brisa's throwing on these first maneuvers. You see that plume right there, and then again, just a sharp attack of the lip there, keeping it on a tight radius and flowing through each of those maneuvers. There's a lot of speed that she's carrying. She's not burning any of it off as she goes into her next maneuver, so a lot of control. Wow, just really enjoying watching the style and flow that she's carrying. Look at this too. I mean, Joanne really trying to push the issue with this priority. Let's see how that plays in her favor. But Brisa just tapping through there. There's spray. She's always centered over that stringer of her surfboard, coming out with a lot of speed. Look at that tight bottom turn. And then the radius that she keeps it on to get vertical and push that rail through. Always complete control. Floating maneuver from her. So mixing up her maneuvers on this wave. Obviously wants to get down the line so she can combo it up. Could have potentially just thrown the fins again there on that last turn, because really this little whitewater climb, that's not going to really add to the score. But if she had really done something radical on that third maneuver.
It's not going to be easy, but you just sense that there might be an upset on the cards here, the way Silvana's prepped for this event, making sure she's back to her best before making a championship tour return. Meanwhile, Johanne Defay out in the lineup has waited a while for this wave. Really positive start, but that will all just tape it off really quickly.
Yeah, and she finds herself on the back foot right now, looking for that score to see herself into the lead. Johanne Defay, she is chasing a score. First maneuver, love that move. She chased down that wave for quite a while. Oh, they got a little sticky on that second turn, so don't think that is going to be the number that she needed. But this first turn right here, like I said, she had to chase down this wave to find this open face. Leans into it, watch this body torque as she wraps it all the way around with spray.
The trip up midway through that ride, that gives Brisa an opportunity to extend her lead here. Big hammer there, layback turn. So two major moves on the outside. The rookie is also going to get back to the takeoff zone first and get priority again.
The first turn from her, but then Brisa out the back on the second wave of the set. Beautiful lined up wall. That turn right there was beautiful, dropping the hammer. So second turn for me was where the bulk of the points is going to come. Let's see if she improves her scoreline. Brisa Hennessy is really just putting on a mature performance at the moment. Drops that back knee, gets low to her board, comes out with a lot of speed. So doing that maneuver in the top third really allows her to come out of the maneuver with a lot of speed. And then this, just laying into that move right there, mixing it up, that variety. You know, you can't really teach that. That's your own interpretation of your maneuvers.
Big battle unfolding here between Johanne Defay and Brisa Hennessy. 3.5 minutes to go. Joanne turned in the number she needed to get the victory. But Brisa now using priority. Wants to get rid of a 5.27 here. Big section standing up. Solid hit. Gets the completion.
And this is Brisa utilizing her priority on this wave after improving her situation and leaving Joanne out the back. So 2 hits from Brisa.
And that's going to give Joanne an opportunity here, and she's got some big dynamic turns she can go to. Starts off with a little whipping carve on the outside. It's not a big wave, so she needs a huge turn in order to get the number she needs. Nice little fin release on the inside over the foam. Half-hearted claim, because you just get the feeling that she's selling that one to the judges.
Exactly. She is just putting on the suit, slicking back her hair. So a dangerous decision, because Joanne was able to get an answer back. But like we said, we've been watching fives all day, Ronnie, and right now JoJo, she's looking for something in that 6-point range, and this wave just a little bit smaller. She does that layback maneuver, so beautiful surfing, and then this is what we're talking about. She's trying to sell that wave, trying to sell the score, trying to sell it to the judges.
She's cleaned up her first turns from early on in the heat, though. Her timing's been spot on. She's had a couple of great starts, but it does feel like the wave selection's going to potentially let her down here. A really solid performance from the rookie here, tactically and performance-wise. She put it all together, and she is going to be moving through to the quarterfinals again. She is definitely well out in front on that Rookie of the Year race now, with Macy Callahan falling out of the contest yesterday.